Hello everybody, it's Brice here, bringing you some Diablo 3, and today we're going to be talking about the Witch Doctor, because I've been playing him recently and I like him a lot, so I decided I'm going to make a little guide on how to play him efficiently. So, first things first, let's just go through the build. Your primary skill for this build is Zombie Charger with the Zombie Bears rune, just because it does a ton of damage for how much mana you're using. I have 900, and this is 140 mana. No big deal. Yeah, so that's your primary attack. Looks like that. Your first attack should be Firebomb, just because it's a very large radius to kill enemies in. That right there, that's 28 yards. Yeah, 28 yards. Next is Vengeful Spirit, because it does damage. You could also use Siphon, I know is not bad, to get some life back. You could also use Swallow Your Soul for more mana. I feel like all these are unnecessary, and Soul to Waste is even good, but I prefer just the extra damage. For Spirit Walk, I use Honored Guest, which is not very common. Many times people are using Jaunt for the extra second, but I prefer to have a lot more mana. Although, to be honest, you could go with Jaunt just because of the way this build works. Now, you're probably wondering why you're using Hex with Angry Chicken and Horrify with Stalker. Well, it's just because Stalker is 20% movement speed, so it's an efficient way to get some movement speed out. And Angry Chicken is the same way. This actually gives you a little bit of movement speed. I don't know the actual number, but it's nice to have when you're doing your runs. So, the run I'm going to do right now is a Roha run, but if you want to check that, he is on YouTube. I'm going to show my gear though quickly just so you can get an idea of what you want to aim for. So basically you want to have a 1 to 10 ratio with your crit chance, crit damage. So if you have 30 crit chance, which is still not that bad, I'd go for 300 crit damage. Anyway, so 600 all res, about like 600, 700, that's where you want to aim for. Health, 35k plus is great. That doesn't really matter that much. Now, health globes, I would recommend get as much as possible. Like 22,000, that's actually a really good number. If you can get around there, that's great, because then you'll always be getting healed infinitely. And then you're probably seeing my 45-yard pickup radius, which is correct. I have 20 yards from the Thing of the Deep, and then 5, where is it, 7, 7, 6. So yeah, you want to get, I would say, at least 30 yards, just because of how useful pickup radius is in general. And with that, you'll be able to farm as much as you like. So yeah, everything here, I'll just hover over it for a second or two. For the Thing of the Deep, I would go for, try to get life on it, like vitality, or just try to go for high int and try to get your vitality somewhere else. Like these shoulders I crafted, I'm only using them because of the 12,000 life. Helm, Zunimasa's, oh yeah, go for the full Zunimasa set, because there's a 20% mana regen and 10 mana per kill, which is really helpful. So, 4 set of this, very recommended. For the Zunimasa's Pox, if you can't afford crit chance, I would go high average damage and high int, or just high int, or socket, somewhere along that. Pants-wise, just standard pants. I went for the Witching Hour just because I found this one for 12 mil, and it had pickup and health globes, so it was a win-win for me, and no matter what, Witching Hours give you a ton of damage. So I'd go for them if you can. Zunimasa's, I bought this for my wizard, who's Paragon 100 now, but whatever, this is just some chest I bought for him for my CM set. So yeah, it's pretty good. You don't even need that good of a chest. You can go a lot less, but Zunimasa's Marrow is the way to go. Helm, you can go for mana regen, you could just go for high int invite, or you can get crit chance, which is the way to go, I think, personally. I just don't have it yet, because I'm not that rich. And yeah, gloves, but oh yeah, this is one thing I want to state. You should try to get a couple of pieces of your gear where you just go for pure damage. Like gloves, amulet, like all the things you can't really get a pickup on. Like gloves, you can, but I went for pure damage on these. So these are pretty crazy gloves, but you can craft some. You probably get good gloves. This is my crafted amulet that I made. Pretty insane. Um, so yeah, and then weapon. Lifesteal is helpful, but not necessary, unless maybe on higher MPs or so. But you should be fine. Like, and then higher MPs, I'd recommend about 700 all res. So like 680 is my highest. So if I were to boost up these lower ones, that would probably be pretty good. And yeah, so now I'm going to show you how the build works with everything. So in order, I'm going to press 3 to Spirit Walk, 2, and then 1. And that's just going to be like a speed run, essentially. So sometimes what I do is I harvest them. I hit 3, 2, 1 to boost my speed up instantly. I try to only hit in big packs. And so yeah, ready? Like I'll get all that, maybe clear out of them, and then just keep on moving. The biggest thing with Paragon leveling especially is just keep on moving. So yeah, you see how it works. Just a matter of, for elite packs you want to just zombie bear them because it's the fastest way to kill them. Then you hit 3, 2, 1 to get out of there. Press 1, 4. 4 is my vengeful spirit, so that will injure them. Oh, gotta pick up that amulet. The chicken, again, just for the movement speed, but it still is very helpful if you want to do a little bit of damage. Like I'll show right here, just 1 and then press 1 again, and not only did I kill a bunch of them, but I also healed myself. So yeah, it's really helpful, and I haven't really found anything else that's good there. For higher MPs, I would recommend, here, let me TP to town so I can show this. Oh, there's too many mobs here, let's run away. And soul harvest, and then destroy. Okay, let's see if I can teleport. Well, now I'm not gonna. Gotta kill a goblin. So this is patch 1.0.7. Just want to make that clear. So yeah, if you're watching this when there's new features, then I don't know about them yet. But anyway, so the only other thing I would recommend for this build is instead of this on higher MPs, and maybe also Horrify, if you wanted to get rid of these two, like Horrify I would replace with maybe Summon Zombie Dogs with, which one is it? This one, Lifelink, because they absorb 10% damage to you, which is pretty nice. Oh, I forgot to show my passives, I just realized. Sorry guys. So yeah, this is the whole base of the build, these passives right here. So Gruesome Feast, whenever you're healed by a health globe, 10% mana, 10% intellect, 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 5 times. Grave Injustice. These are almost necessities. Like, well, this one's not. It's just for the mana healing, and that's why I'm saying you don't need to go for mana regen on your helm. You don't even need it on the offhand, but I'm pretty sure it comes standard. But these are amazing. Pierce the Veil I'm only using because damage is nice on the lower MPs, but if you were to play on higher MP, I'd say Spiritual Attunement for just more sustained damage, which is really nice. And then Grave Injustice was this is the one that resets all your cooldowns, so it's a really helpful skill, and it also gives you life back. So this is why I was saying it's not necessary to have so much life on hit or life steal. I would go for like damage and then lots of pickup and lots of health globes, because health globes are already helpful for Gruesome Feast, and Grave Injustice, if you kill any enemy, like if you were to get to 45 yards, any enemy on your screen, if you kill them, you're getting your cooldowns reset, which is really nice. So, and you're also just healing yourself and getting mana back. You get 2% of your maximum life and mana. So it's helpful to get more life for Grave Injustice, but not necessary. So yeah, anyway, Angry Chicken, as I was saying, you could switch this out for Summon Zombie Dogs with Lifelink for less damage taken, and yeah, you could screw around with this. The build is pretty versatile. Like, you could always screw up with the runes and everything, see what you want. The reason why I'm using Firebomb and not Acid Rain, I forgot what that is, under Acid Cloud, is because not only is Firebomb a larger radius, like you see that's 24, this is 28, but this one uses a lot more mana, which is not necessary because your main killing attack is Zombie Charger. And you don't want to waste your mana on Acid Rain and not have any to spend for Zombie Charger. So yeah, That's the basis of my build. It's very efficient. I usually finish a run in 5 minutes. I get 60 million XP per hour with my current Hellfire Ring combo. And so right there you saw how I just healed myself with a potion. And this is one of the great things about getting health globes, is they're also giving you, this is one thing that people tend to forget, is that also gives you healing to your potions themselves. The health globes radius, what's it called? Right there. Health globes and potions grant. And you see right there how I picked up the gold even though I wasn't even over there. Like, let's see if I can get some gold. So we're gonna just do this little test. There's gold right there. Just walk forward and I pick it up. So yeah, having a ton of pickup is very good for this build. It's a little bit expensive if you really want to get it to a good level, but overall, I think it's probably one of the best classes in the game, and it's very underestimated. So, yep, that's my video. Let's go back to town. You see how it works now, and yeah, there's my damage getting buffed up by Soul Harvest. So you're gonna buff yourself up with these skills. These also will give you more resistance because you'll have that much more. So for weapon wise, I'll just explain this. You want to go for crit damage and high damage. And if you want, you can go for a black damage weapon, which is without any elementals. So I'll show you something like this that has fire damage on it. It says 246 to 594 fire damage. That's elemental damage. Now mine is just minimum and maximum. That's what you want to look for on a weapon. Then your boots, your Zunimasas, because you're going to be getting these, that 8% poison damage multiplies a lot more damage towards the weapon. So yeah, that's all I want to show you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button, hit subscribe for more content. It's going to be coming out soon. I'm going to be doing a guide on almost every class for efficient farming. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.